introduce Miss Joanne Lapin. And of course, you can give us more details, about your company and, when you started and, all the great news.
Hello, I'm Joanne from Hetero Mortgage Company. I'm the loan officer here. And I've been with the company since 1997. And we specialize in the hard money space. And we fund loans for real estate investors and small business owners. We collateralize against all sorts of California real estate. And we offer first, seconds, and third mortgages. And our loans don't have any prepayment penalties. And we've always coined ourselves as hard money at soft money terms. I don't really even like using the word hard money because I just feel it gives a negative connotation. It's not really what we do, but we look for value add opportunities and we try and assist the real estate investor or the small business owner to move ahead.
Awesome. So one of the major questions, and of course, it's always regarding credit. So are you guys based on credit? I know that's
No, we're not credit based at all. We're collateral based. We look at the overall income approach of the property itself and the overall organic circumstances regarding the borrower, the property, the rents. We look at the whole enchilada. We are not credit based at all. Never have been.
Okay. So do you guys go through any underwriting processes or how does that work?
Everything is case by case. I guess that's the beauty of doing hard money. And so I personally love doing creative real estate transactions. And I'm happy to go over some scenarios that we've recently funded on so you get a flavor for what we look for.
Yes, of course. Okay, that's perfect. And I know another really great question was, are borrowers required to have money in reserve? Like, do you guys go based off of that?
It really depends on the property itself, whether it's a single family residence, a triplex, contractor's yard. It depends whether it has income. A lot of our properties, when our borrowers purchase them, they're vacant and they're not bringing any income. So obviously in that kind of a situation, we do want to have some of a reserve requirement. Of course, if it's just a cash out refinance or it's a 1031 exchange and already has income coming in, everything, as I said to you, is generally case by case. I don't want to turn business away. I want to try and give everything a full swing and really see what's happening. We recently funded on a contractor's yard in San Diego, and that was a 1031 exchange, and the contractor's yard does not have a tenant, so they purchased it with no income. So everyone has a different set of circumstances. I just looked at a transaction yesterday for a triplex, and the triplex has 2 vacancies. So it has 1 renter and 2 vacancies, and it has deferred maintenance. So everybody has a different set of circumstances that they work with.
Right. And that is great to know. So you work really closely with investors. Do you think it's a great time to invest in properties?
That's a loaded question going through all of this with COVID-19. Everything is upside down and sideways. So it's really hard to answer that. It depends on your personal circumstances. It really depends at this point on where the renters are coming from, being what occupations they are, and if they're going to be able to continue to make their rental payments. I do think that it is a wonderful opportunity to buy really in any market, and especially in this market, I'm sure there would be sellers that need to sell or want to move on. So as long as the numbers make sense and the deferred maintenance makes sense, I do think that it's an incredible opportunity. I mean, look at the interest rates. When I first started in this industry, interest rates were in the 8s and 9s and 10s, and look where we are today. So to me, I mean, it's awful what's going on, but just to put it in perspective, it's an amazing opportunity. I think it has been for the last 10 plus years.
Yeah. And that's a really good one when you start talking about interest rates, because a lot of people want to know about that. That's like one of the major questions. Oh, what about the interest rates? They want to know about that. How does that look? We know that they're like up and down right now. So, with that being said, now this is just, a question. It's not a right or wrong answer, but where do you see rates going in the near future?
Within the next 18 months, I really don't see interest rates going any higher than they are now. They'll be relatively low. We need, as a nation, we need to heal. I don't see them going up sky high. I see lots of other things going up higher because of inflation, but I don't think that interest rates are going to see a significant bump.
Hmm, that's a really good one. Okay. And also, I want to just take it back. Now, do you guys deal with appraisals? Do you guys have a process where you deal with appraisals?
Yes, we do. We do appraisals on all of our properties. We use independent appraisers that are local to the area, and they're generally always licensed. And it depends on the property, whether it's a commercial property or whether it's a residential property. But yes, we do use independent appraisers.
Okay. Now, I know that's a really huge one right now, dealing with the pandemic. Has there been any issues for you guys during the pandemic with appraisals and everything?
They've been more challenging to order for sure. We had a farm that we were looking at doing in Northern California, and that was very challenging to order the appraisal. And the farm actually had some rentals on it, so the renters had to vacate as well as the farm owner. That was a real challenge. I don't think the appraiser was particularly happy about going out to people's homes too.
Yeah.
It's just a challenging environment.
Right, right. It's really tough for everybody right now. I mean, from here to there, being a realtor and, having to deal with those things as well. It's really challenging, like you said. I think everyone is going through it. But, there's ways around it, and, people are still closing deals. And my next question is, how long does it take to close deals during this pandemic for you guys?
We've got one that, God willing, will go ahead and draw docs today. And I think we're on week number 2. And it's only week number 2 because it's actually 3 properties. We're doing a blanket loan against 3 properties in San Diego. And so it just took a while to coordinate the appraisals as well as get the prelims in. Generally, prelims come in 1 to 2 days, but a lot of the plants are closed. And so the prelims are taking about 7 to 8 days. So from that perspective, it's taken a little bit longer. But we generally, in normal circumstances, we can find it anywhere from about 8 days to 3 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, that's a huge one, I would say, of course, right? Definitely for realtors like us, you know, it's a huge deal, and I know, excuse me, buyers has been in fear of, during the pandemic. It's so much going on, and there's a lot of questions, and I wanted us to be able to answer some questions. So with that being said, now what products are you using that are great for this pandemic?
Yes, of course. Yes, well, only hard money. So we fund on first, seconds, and thirds. Our interest rates generally go from 5.99, and they go up from there. And our loan amounts are small, $35,000 to about 2.5 million. And we do cross collateralization loans. We do blanket loans. We also do what's called note hypothecations and note investing. And what's really unique about us, and we've been doing this for 10 plus years, and we're known for it in the industry, is we do quite a bit of financing for manufactured and modulars. We've gotten really good at doing ground up construction for them and rehab for them and long-term financing for them. It's a niche that's being underserved, but they do need to own the land. So I just want to make that very clear. They don't necessarily have to be on a permanent foundation, but the land does need to be owned with them.
Hmm, that's really awesome. That's great information. Great information.
Oh, sure.
I love you. Yes, I love you, Joanne. Anything inspirational you would love to share with us? Anything inspiring for buyers, investors, or
Well,
business?
I think anyone that's going into the market right now under the circumstances that we're all in and not knowing really what's around the next corner, I think we all need to take a look at what's going on in the local marketplace and try and see what we can serve in the local marketplace. And here in Orange County, where I am, affordable housing is a big deal. I'm not sure about where you are, but here's a big deal. We don't have enough of it. We don't have enough inventory. So if you can find something that you can value add onto it, if it's an existing property where you can add an ADU or you can add some units to it, or you can go into an area where you can acquire the land and you can put, say, a modular home on it or a manufactured home or a container on it and bring some affordable housing to that area, that's something to think about. And it's very, very, very needed. And that is going to continue to grow.
Yeah, that's a huge one, right? That's really huge.
Definitely.
It's that's like mandatory.
Absolutely. We can see where the trends are going. We can see, how density levels are changing. So that's not going to go away, and that's very exciting to be part of that, because it's so needed in the communities.
Very much needed, and we want to help as many families as we can. That's why they need to know about these things. Okay, and so how can an interested customer get in contact with you, Joanne?
Of course. So they are welcome to go to our website, which is hanovermc.com. We can also be found on Facebook, which is hanovermc.com. And I can be found on LinkedIn. Again, my name is Joanne Lapin, JO-ANNLAPIN. My direct phone number is 714-838-1474, extension 102. Again, 714-838-1474, extension 102. I'm really old-fashioned. I love speaking on the phone, and I'm happy to share information. And even if I can't help you, at least I can try and point you in the right direction. But that's the best way to get hold of me.
You are phenomenal, Joanne. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Zoe. And thank you so much for having me on your channel.
Yes, I'm so excited about that. So with that being said, we have concluded the end of our interview. Thank you so much, Joanne.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity. Really appreciate it, and hope you have a good day.
You as well. Thank you so much.